your best friend in real estate, Scott Beatty. And right now I kind of want to go over some of the obstacles that first-time investors may see and why I would suggest using a realtor to help them at least find their very first property. But once you actually get used to it, you actually feel it's like dry cleaning. You could iron your own clothes, but you'd rather pay somebody else to do it for you because your time is more valuable elsewhere. All right, so number one is looking for off-market properties. Where are you looking for off-market properties? Is it just the internet? Are you Google searching where to find rental properties? How are you looking for it? Because I know as an agent, I prospect daily. I make hundreds, I make thousands of phone calls asking people, do they want to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? And often, and I mean often, we have people that are looking to move property quickly. I mean, whenever I say that, someone may have died, someone may have moved, they just need to get out of this. Or they might even have a bad tenant, or they're just tired of being a landlord, but they need to sell, and they need to sell quickly so they don't care how much it sells for as long as they get a little bit of scratch on top of it. So, I mean, we get first dibs on situations like that, especially if we're the ones calling them. We know all the deals because a lot of times the agent connection, the network of agents, I know in my office we work with around 300 people, but I know people all over the United States and the globe. We just ask around. People network with other people. Hey, we have this deal. It could make this much money per month. Potentially sell for this much whenever it comes for an exit plan. So finding properties is basically what an agent does. Super easy. I mean, it just fill out the actual form below where you're looking, and I'll have you a list of properties within the next 48 hours. Send me an email to let me know that you sent it in. But I mean, it's typically you know how whenever you work you get a employee discount. That's our employee discount. We know when the deals are coming out. Secondly is offer price. Like, are you lowballing people? Nobody, it's not like a flea market. You know, no one's like the Wild West, like looking at their cards like they're playing poker, and you know, just you're not bluffing anybody. You're either educated on how to actually make an investor offer or you're not. You know, you don't want to waste anybody's time by throwing all these bull jive ass offers out there, and you're just making yourself look foolish. Then you've got a reputation for just wasting people's time. Making the offers in other stance. Negotiations. Now, how do you negotiate during the inspection period? I say this to buyers and investors. I mean, they're basically the same people. You're making an investment if you're purchasing a home for the next 30 years, or you're making an investment if you're purchasing an investment property. So, you know, how are you going to negotiate during the inspection period? You know, do you know what you're looking for whenever you read an inspection report? You know, have a realtor, have somebody, the very first property that you do, I'm sure you'll like the services and you end up sticking with it because it's just a job that you don't have to worry about anymore. But you have somebody lay out the blueprints of what to expect, how to future pace, how to actually do you know how to get tenants? Do you know how to vet them? My mom just asks people questions. That's how she does it, but she's been doing it for years. You have other people that do background third-party checks. Do you know which sites that you need to go to actually do that? Are you looking at credit? Are you looking at payment history? Do you have an exit plan? Have you done market research to see what's coming in this area? Are outlet malls around it, are they shutting down? Has the Whole Foods and Starbucks moved away recently? Are you looking at the trends that are happening in the area? You know, just one of the things too is whenever an unrep buyer comes into any situation without representation, that's what I mean by unrepped. Whenever I'm representing the seller, the seller's mouth and my mouth start watering because it's basically like no holds barred. I have a contracted agreement to represent that seller and get them the most money possible. And whenever there's a buyer and they typically don't know what they're doing, and that's, you know, number one, that they don't know what they're doing is because they don't have an actual agent. Get an agent. That's how people know when you're serious. Whenever you're just playing around, it's whenever you're unrep thinking that you're going to save a few $1,000s on a deal, when all reality you got probably taken it. You could have saved a lot more with an agent even after their expenses. But you know, get an agent, talk to somebody, ask for advice. Off-market deals, I mean, deals happen every single day. So there's never a bad time to invest in real estate in the market if you're having the right conversations with the right people in the right areas. Please, if you're interested in looking for rental properties for you, fill out the information form below. We'd love to help. If you need more questions answered, I kind of didn't want to go into any tangents and make this any longer than what it should be. Please reach out, call, text. Again, I'm your best friend in real estate, Scott Beatty. I love ya.